Headliner Magic. All right, guys, it's Headliner Magic. We're going to be trying to go live on both channels again, Instagram, YouTube. Let me pull up this on this phone so we can check out the comments. You got YouTube up? You see it? Oh, okay. Hey guys, appreciate you for joining me again today. I got a special guest doing the readout. That's my wife. She's gonna be reading out the comments for you guys. I'm gonna try to get on Instagram here real quick. Hope you guys are gonna having a wonderful weekend. Appreciate you for joining. YouTube, appreciate you for joining. A couple people coming in here, appreciate that. Like I said, we're gonna be working on a rear deck today. It's G37. I'm gonna show you guys how to basically wrap any deck. And good little thing to learn, you know. You guys want to do a little wrapping on some extra little pieces. I'm just going to show you guys these little tips to get you there. Give me a quick second. I'm going to get it pulled up here. All right.
No one's asking a question or anything.
Not yet. Okay, here go the other one. All right, guys, we ready to get into it. Let me grab this air hose right here behind you real quick, honey. All right, so appreciate you guys for joining. All right, YouTube, Instagram. I'm gonna try to show you guys what we got going here. Let me see if I can get this camera showing just a little bit better. All right. So guys, what we got here is actually a rear deck out of a G37 coupe. And I started taking a few pieces apart because I didn't want to bore you with all the logistics, but I am going to show you what you need to know. So this thing's already coated with a little bit of speaker carpet or just a little thin layer of carpet. What we're going to do is jump in here and wrap this whole thing with some black suede. And today we're going to be using some foam back suede, and I'll show you how that lays out on this material here today. You see it's got some nice big curves here. Nice big curves here, but you guys never fear, the suede is here. So I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do to get this done, make it look beautiful. And this right here will just about complete our set of all the pieces that a good friend of mine sent me, and I tagged him in the video here. His name is Jermaine, and his handle is on the way to the top. So if Jermaine's watching, make sure you smash that like button. I appreciate that. All right. So look, guys, this thing has about 5 little attributes that we're gonna have to take off. It's got speaker grill, 2 speaker grills. It's got a rear tail light, and it also has these little clips that you would use to strap stuff in with. And so these little clips here are very easy to take off. Not much explanation done there. I'm going to show you how we just remove those. And I've already removed one speaker grill, but I'm going to show you how to remove the other one. That way we saved on a little time. So let me go ahead and pop this one out here, and I'll show you what we gonna have to do to make sure that this comes out without you guys having any problem. Now if you look here, and I'll show you guys here in a second as well, these little nipples here are just little plastic little nipple tabs, and they have some little metal clips that are mounted, that mount on them. And these are some replacements, but they're actually the wrong size, but I'll be able to show you what they look like. And that's all it is this little washer type clip, little washer type clip, and we're going to be removing those off of this assembly today, and I'm going to show you how to do that without damaging or breaking these, at least at the minimum. I did break, actually I broke 2 of these on here, but I'll show you if you end up breaking one what to do, so that way you can still get this thing back mounted and you don't have any problems. It'll look just like new and work just as fine. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to show you that. So right here on the back side, you can see that we have a little bit of insulator, and this stuff we'll need to remove so we can get our light out. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. You just pull this thing off there, and when we get ready to mount it back on, we're just gonna use some hot melt glue or some of our spray adhesive, and we'll tack that right back on. So we'll set that over to the side right now. That's really the only piece we need to move out of the way so we can get to this light assembly here. There'll be 3 mounting tabs that we'll have to take off, 3 of those little washer tabs that I talked about, and you can see it here. There's one there, there'll be one there, and then one down here, so you guys can see that real good. These are the washer tabs that I'm talking about that we'll have to remove off of there. So you guys stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This speaker grill here, we still have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them still on here, and there's 3 over here. So that'll give you guys enough. I should be able to show you enough of that you'll know exactly what to do when you run across that on these type of deck lids. Now, the term that is used in the industry for this is called a package tray. So if you ever hear somebody say, hey, I need to wrap my package tray, this is what they're referring to. You know, or some people may call it a rear deck, rear deck assembly or something like that. But this is what it is, a package tray. That's what we call it in the upholstery industry. So you guys are learning today how to wrap this package tray, and again, I told you it's on a Infinity G37 coupe. So it's pretty small, but it's very, very sleek and very nice, and we're gonna make it look beautiful once we wrap this suede on it. So you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna show it to you right now. So the little clip here, all it is, it has some little press relief ends that we'll just push out like that, and like I said, easy pleasy, it's coming right out. We'll put that over to the side. We'll go ahead and pop the other one out real quick. So it's nothing to that. That's easy stuff. Now when we come to this little tray and the light assembly, we'll go ahead and remove this light assembly and get it out of our way. Like I said, it's only going to be 3 of these tabs on this one. Now I have all the tools laid out here that we basically will be using today. So I got my little trusty scissors. We're going to use these to cut our suede material. Got a pack of razor blades in case I want to cut some holes and stuff. We got a pair of hog ring pliers. Now these right here is what you use to buckle seats down with. You actually put your little hog ring in there, which is just a little curved wire type hook, and you use this to squeeze it and clamp in seats. But I'm going to use this to also help me remove those clips. And today I'll be showing you, we got some replacements like I said, but these are just a little bit too small. But I wanted to show you that these are available. We will have these available on our website as replacement sizes, and so you guys can purchase those if you need to. We'll have those. I'll drop them in the link a little later on. So next we got a pair of wire pliers here, and we're going to use these to squeeze those clamps and then make them break, is what we're going to be doing. And then I got 2 flathead screwdrivers, and we're going to use that to lift it up just a little bit. And that's the technique to this thing, guys. You can use basically a lot of different things to try and get these things off, but this is what I've seen personally that works best for me. There's probably some other upholstery people out there that got some other ideas. I'd love to hear you drop them in the comments, because I'm ready to learn as well. I've been doing this since before 2008, and I don't know everything, but one thing I will say, Headliner Magic get it done. And we're going to show you today how to do it as well. So let's jump in here. We're going to first take our little tiny flathead screwdriver, guys, And all I'm gonna do is just try to get under this washer here just a little bit. I'm gonna dig in deep. And I'm just gonna pry it up just a little bit. Not too much to where I put too much stress on that little nipple tab, because I don't want to break it off. So I just lifted it up just a little bit. See if you guys can see that there. Just lifted up just a little hair. Just lifted up a little hair there. And now what I'm going to do is going to use my pliers here. Those hog ring pliers. And the reason why I like these, if you look at that, it's got just a little cup there that we'll use since we lifted that thing out a little bit. We can try and grab it, and our goal is to squeeze it. And I just about had it. So we're gonna lift it up again on one side here. Just enough where it's folded up enough where I can grab that thing. Now once I got it grabbed, the only thing I'm trying to do is squeeze it closed. I'm just trying to close it up like a taco. And that's what it looks like now. I'm gonna show you here. I'll turn it around so it faces you a little bit there. So I just wanna close that thing up like a taco. Because my goal is to make it fold up and break. So you can see it there. So I'm just gonna squeeze it again on the corner, because like I said, my goal is to squeeze it to where it eventually just snaps. And usually you can squeeze it and open it up. Now I'm gonna open it up. So now I'm just gonna flatten it back out and see it popped right there. So that's what we want. And see, I was able to pop that with one squeeze and then open it up one time, and it's coming off of there. So you see that, guys? That's what you want to do. You want to break that thing. So all you're doing is just squeezing it in half. You see that? You're squeezing it in half, and then when you squeeze it, it's gonna break. And that's gonna keep you from breaking off your little plastic nipple there. And after you do that, continue to get the rest of them off, then you'll replace it with a new one by just pressing another one down on there. And voila, everything is back like it's supposed to be. And like I said, you may not get everyone off perfectly, but at the end of the day, your goal is to be, as I say, you want to win more than you lose. And when you do that, you're still a winner. So guys, I'm gonna get at these other pieces here. Once I get this thing off, then we'll be ready for action. We'll jump in here and wrap this thing and lay it out. So give me a quick second, and we'll go ahead and get these other pieces off. Like I said, this is what we do. Let's see. I'm gonna try to move the camera down for you over here on YouTube. See if we can get a better angle. Once you get your tools laid out, everything just starts to flow kind of easily. But I'm just lifting up these edges just enough to where I can scoop it with my little pliers here. So once you squeeze that thing about 1 or 2 times, it just snaps. So then you're able to take it right off of there. Oh yeah, that's good. Thank you, honey. All right, that's perfect. So we got your YouTube there. You guys can get in there and see what I'm doing here. So now I've gotten those 3 off of there. I got a low battery over here. We got 20%, but we're gonna get you guys going again. All right, got 20%, but it's not gonna take us long to get this done. So now that I got that light popped right out of there. You see that? Light popped right out of there. So we'll set it over to the side. Now, like I said, we got about 7 over here we're gonna do real quick, and then we'll get to the fun part, which is wrapping. And I always wanted to be a rapper. I guess I finally did. So not that kind of rapper, but yeah. I'm wrapping stuff. So guys, I want you to hit that like button for me. What it does, it lets the algorithm know that we're showing some good content here, and that's the main reason why we like that. So if you guys like the stuff that I'm showing you here and you want to see more, be sure to hit that like button. That way they'll show the videos to more people, and as we get more people following us, then we can make sure we can get feedback on what people like to see. And if you guys like to see certain things, let me know, because as I come across these vehicles, I'll definitely put something up on that. So I will be dropping a video or ebook on a Maserati that we did the other day. I went ahead and filmed, or basically took pictures of everything it takes to get one of those done. So if you guys have a Maserati, or you're thinking about doing a Maserati, then I'm going to show you what it takes to get that done, because you don't want to get stuck in a job like that and you don't know what you're doing. In case you guys don't know, just right off, a Maserati coupe, you got to take out the whole back seat and everything, all the panels, just to do that headliner board. So especially if you're doing pillars, you got to take everything out. So that information will be very valuable, I believe, to a lot of people out there that do this type of work. I've done quite a few of those, and this was giving me a little bit of problem, but we're gonna win. Let's tilt it up a little bit more there so I can squeeze it. There we go. Once we open it up, she should break. There we go. So like I said, guys, these little clips, you squeeze them like a taco, and they'll break on the edge there every time. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to do, and we'll have this off, and then we'll start our wrapping. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. You guys that have put in order for black suede, we should have all the suede out. Those 2 big rolls we had, they took a beating. So we got about 30 yards left. So if you guys are trying to put in an order for the black suede, please do. I got more on the way, and we're happy to definitely get you what you need. So this one, I gotta squeeze it twice. There we go. And that one broke, split in half. So I think we're having a car show out here on the 19th. I don't know if you guys are trying to attend that or not, but I'll be going out to that, is my plan. So if you guys show up to that, or if you got a car that's going to be out in the show, let me know. I definitely swing by and check it out. All right, we got 3 more of these bad boys left, and this grill piece will be coming right out. Counting it down. We got 2 more left, guys. All right, we got 1 more. Like I said, I like to use a little small screwdriver, flathead, just so I can scoop under there. Once I got the little ends flared up just a little bit, then I squeeze it. Give it a nice good squeeze. And it works just as well with these, even these type of pliers. Just a little cheap pliers. You can get it done. A little harder to grab it, but it will work too. Make sure it's all folded up. So even though I like my little pliers, these regular pliers will get the job done as well. You can see it right there. Just broke that one. And there it is. So now that we got all of our pieces pulled off of there, now this grill comes right out of there. That's beautiful. All right. So now I'm going to sit these over to the side so I don't get any overspray on it. And now I got my panel here. And of course I got my beautiful Suede. Now like I said, we're going to use foam back today. So we got nice foam on this thing. Definitely a stretch Suede. You'll see that stretch. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It makes it where anybody can do this type of work. You know, it just lays out. You don't have any problems. So I don't need much for this piece here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut me off a nice little piece. That way I can get the rest of the extra out of the way. Make sure I got enough to wrap my edges. All right. Then I do what I always do on any type of project. I fold it halfway back. So that way, when I start in on my process, I can control what I'm doing on one side. And on top of that, even though I got half of this thing laid out, I'm not gonna spray the whole half. I'm only gonna spray a small section so I can start controlling what I'm doing. Exactly. I'm gonna hit a couple waves on you guys here. Let you know I appreciate you coming on in. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. All right. They ship all the way Cali. Indeed we do. Appreciate you, Pamela. Let them know. We definitely ship all the way. We going all the way to Canada. I'll ship some stuff out to Australia. Over there to Israel. We don't discriminate. We ship everywhere. So you guys, we're gonna get started here spraying. Now this may seem a little loud. Did they say something on YouTube?
Sheesh.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. It may be a little loud at first, but bear with me. I'm gonna shoot this thing and get a little bit down. So I like to put a little coat down at first, just so because it's gonna soak up a little bit on this carpet here. Once I let that part tack up just a little bit, I'll hit it again, then I'll hit my material, then I'll come back and hit it one more time. That way I know I got a nice amount of glue down there to give me a good tight bond, and nothing's gonna make this thing peel off. This glue right here, it loves the heat. So the more heat it got, the stronger it's gonna bond. It just turns to a sticky clay when the heat gets on it. So you guys, if you need some of this glue, of course this is the Datwell wood that we're spraying out of here. You don't have to thin it out or anything. You just pour it in your canister and start shooting right away.
Feedback 30 says, did my headliner watching your YouTube videos.
Indeed. Well, we sure appreciate you for checking us out, and we hope for sure that it helped in any process that you guys got going on. So you guys come on in here and check out more of what we got to show you. I'm sure there's things you guys want to do to your vehicles, and by watching us, you definitely can get it done. So guys, you can kind of see the work time that we have to work with, and look how they lays in there. And what you do, you put it down to the edges. That's what you want to do. And I always wrap those edges real good. It just pours in there like butter. There's nothing like this stuff. You guys gotta understand, it's nothing like this stuff. You pretty much don't have to know that much about upholstering to really work with this stuff. It's just that easy. All you do is rub on it. Yeah, just rub on it. And it goes right in place. Look at that. Look at that. It hit that curve so good. It hit that curve so good. You just don't see anything like this material. It's the best. I wouldn't keep telling you about it if it wasn't the best. I only use the best. And when I can't get the best, I make the best. So I'm telling you guys, get you some of this black suede and see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? For you guys that are on my channel, always know you can put in your code Instagram 10 for Instagram, and we got YouTube 10 for you YouTube guys. Anything on our website, you definitely can use the code and get you a discount. So you guys, don't forget that. If you do forget it, come back see my video so you can check it out again. All right, so this is our base. We've already laid the base now. Now we can kind of get down, because now we know our material's not going to move on us. That's one of the reasons why I spray a little bit. We know the material's not going to shift or move. We got everything locked in place. Now we can go ahead and get down. So I got this another little piece here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this other little section. I think I got you back. So now what I'm doing is just pulling this thing down, hitting these corners and edges real good. And see here, everything's not gonna always come out perfect. See, we got a little wrinkle there, but I'll tell you what, we're gonna pull that right out of there. Just pull and rub it down. We're gonna pull and rub that down. Look at that, just rub on it. It goes right away. No problem there, see that? Come right out of there. See, you have a little work time. You just gotta know what type of time frame you're dealing with. And me, I know I like to talk. So if this thing will allow me to talk and rub it, I know you guys can work with it. So this is coming out beautiful. And again, like I said, doing this for a friend of mine. His name handle is on the way to the top on Instagram. You guys check out his channel. He may be posting his car up there and everything. But guys, this thing's it's gonna come out nice. And I have all the rest of the pieces that we have worked on. We got 2 more pillars to do, and that'll be a wrap for his all his trim pieces. So now, just real quick, that was almost half of the unit here. Now we're gonna try to jump in and hit this other half. And you can see what type of bond this glue got. You pull on it, that joke ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Look at that, it ain't going nowhere. It'll pull the foam off before it'll pull the foam off before it gives away. So guys, just that quick, it's dry. It's ready to rock. It's ready to be installed. You ain't gotta sit it for a day and come back tomorrow just because you want to let it dry. It's ready to go. You just gotta be ready to go. All right. Name of the what? The glue. Yeah, the name of this glue is called DAP Wellwood. DAP Wellwood Contact Adhesive. We sell it in the 1 gallon and the 5 gallons. But there's no more 5 gallons available currently. But stay tuned to my website. As soon as I get more, I'll be uploading those, or I'll be putting the quantities back up. But I do got the 1 gallons. Right. So guys, I like to make sure that I do a good job each and every time I do a job. So I spray it a little heavy. Just depends on what I'm working with. But since this is foam back, you definitely can spray a little heavy. And you see I'm just gonna pull that, stretch that out just a little bit and give it a good rub. Look at that. It's going on nice and beautiful. Then we come over here. And you want to give it another little tug just so you can make sure you get any little wrinkles in there out. And stretch it right on there. It's easy to work with. It works with you as you work with it. Okay. As far as anything smaller than a 1 gallon, I don't currently, but I may be in the future working on trying to get you guys something a little smaller. If I can find a container or a bottle, I could pour up some stuff, and I'll slap a little label on it. We can do something like that. You guys can get you a quart or something at a time. So let me look into that. That'll be something I can definitely try and help you guys out with, cause when the 5 gallons come back in, it'll make it easy to pour something up. These 1 gallons, you can't pour. It's hard to pour things up out of that. But I definitely will look after you guys on that, because I've been asked that quite a bit. So I know you guys don't need that much. You just need a little bit to work with. So I'll look into that. All right. Like I said, guys, we got this thing stretching out real good. And you want to make sure you put enough glue. See right there, I got plenty of glue there, but I don't have enough there. This is a contact adhesive, which means that you need to put it on both sides so when you touch it together, then it holds contact. That's it, guys. Let me hit it again. All right. Appreciate the Villa. Man, we coming together on it for sure, for sure. Look at here. This thing is going to be beautiful.
He also says thank you. Good job, man. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you, guys. Let me know what you guys are working on down in the comments so that way I know what cars everybody got and what things that you guys may want to see in the future. I know we're going to have a Suburban coming up pretty soon here. And my Suburban, I'm going to take the whole insides apart and wrap and paint, switch out. We're going to beg you to do a color change on the whole Suburban. I got a 99 Suburban that used to be pretty live back in the day. And I'm going to revive it and make it come back live again. All right, 95 two-door Yukon, man, those are beautiful. And you don't see that many of those, so that's a rare item, you guys. You gotta respect that. I love that car. All right, guys, so one of the things I like to do is make sure my edges are all the way flush and wrapped down to the end. So now we got this thing looking beautiful. You guys can see it. Look at the definition in that. You can see it. Nice curves, everything. We're gonna cut these speaker grills out, and when this thing is finished, man, believe me, it's gonna look like something. It's already transforming. So now I'm gonna flip these little pieces over here because I don't want to get anything on my black suede. That way I can turn this thing upside down and we can wrap its edges, trim it, and make everything look beautiful. Yeah, look at that. That thing's gonna be nice. And see, you can already see where you're gonna cut all your holes. So see, it's no guesswork. You ain't gotta do it from the top. I've done it from the top because I can feel around and know what I'm doing. But for you guys that need to see what it is that you're cutting and you don't overcut, my rule of thumb is always start and cut it to where you can put your finger at the edge. So you basically just use your fingertip width and you cut that far away from the edge. That way you don't overcut the hole. Because sometimes this thing you may have it stretched a little too far and you may cut it and it may stretch back. Give yourself a little room. That's a little tip there. Give yourself a little room. Just cut it out real nice there. And then if you always can cut, it's always best to cut less, you know what I'm saying, than cut more. So that way you can bounce back from a mistake. So in here where the light is, you want to be able to cut that out, cut your grill piece out, and cut the two little hole pieces. Now, the part where your little pegs will go, we're going to use one of our poke tools for that. And that way we know we'll have it looking nice. So I'm going to get ready to wrap these edges, and then I'm going to be able to show you guys the final product here in a quick second.
Kev, the Pyrex Trophy, said, I love this product, man. You're doing a great job teaching.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Red. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
You got who, Kev? All right, Kev. Appreciate you. You guys, I really appreciate you guys for watching my channel because it shows me that we're doing great things here. And that means we're going to do a lot more of it. So that's why I say, let me know what you guys, cars you have. because when I see those cars, I know it's personal to you, and it makes me want to show you what can be done with your vehicle. It's all about inspiration. You know, me myself, I love cars. I'd love to have all of them. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm limited on what I can have. You know what I'm saying? But I do got a nice collection. You know, I've gotten to a point one time I had so many cars, I had forgot I had about 2 of them. You know, I had like 20 some cars. And then I looked and started counting. I said, oh man, I forgot about these other 2. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I had to scale back. But my goal now is to have 7 old school, 1 for each day of the week. So now I got my 7 cars, and I'll be definitely working on them and showing you guys what I got and how it's going down. So you just stay tuned, you know what I'm saying, and we're going to get into it.
TNYC gave you them homes.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you.
JD Mello says you're the best.
All right, I appreciate it, man. One thing about it, I just tried to be able to show you guys what's possible. All right, I'm going to get into it. All right, so that right there should conclude as much of the blowing or gluing that we need. I may have to hit another little piece in here where the light is, but maybe not. But now, I'm going to use my razor blades, and a lot of people see that I go through quite a bit of razor blades, but I like to jump in here with the razor blades and make sure we get it done. And we're at 10% over here on this camera. But
XJD Mello says he will be purchasing the Suede and sending his parts from MA2.
all right, I appreciate it, man. And we'll definitely get you done. This is what we do. And we'll be on the lookout for those parts coming in. Hopefully we can shoot another video at that time when they come in. I know in our last session that we did with the Suede flag, we already have the black one in the works. So next week I'll be dropping off the material for the lady to make that black and white one. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Appreciate that, huh? So we're about to get charged up here on that phone. We was running a little low on battery juice. But as you guys can see, we just wrap those edges and then cut them about a finger width from the edge. That's what we do. And I basically am just pulling this material real tight, and that's gonna do 2 things. One, it's gonna make sure if you had any wrinkles on the backside, it's pulling those wrinkles out to make it nice and flush and smooth. So you want to make sure that you do that. And in most cases, you have a good amount of work time, but if you see that you fold it over and it just doesn't quite stick, then you might have to hit it with some more glue real quick just to make sure you got a nice bond. But I think in this case, we should be able to wrap this whole thing and be just fine. So we're gonna work at it. If I need to add some more glue, I will. But for the most part, we just about got it licked.
Be rich. That's your boy down
yeah.
there.
Be
What's up, man? Working hard. Perfect work as usual.
indeed, man. Be rich. I'm ready to see that rest of that project you got going on, man. I know that's gonna be awesome. So see, I had a little wrinkle on this backside here, but I'm able to pull it out and then tack it right down. And as I rub and I feel, I can know if my job got a wrinkle on the other side. But man, it's smooth as a baby's butt, so I know we're good. Yes. This is coming out awesome, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's coming together real nice. All right. And there it is, guys. There it is. Woo! All trimmed up. All trimmed up. Looking real nice. Now we're gonna cut these holes real quick, pop these screens in, and then we'll be cheesing. I'm already cheesing, but you know, hey, there it is. There it is, looking real nice. Looking real nice and beautiful. It hit those curves like it wasn't no problem. All right, guys, so now I like to rub in there and make sure it's all situated around the corners. You see how it's outlining that little hole there? Just make it outline that little hole there. That way you know it's all glued to the edge there, you know? Then when you flip it over, you can jump in here and make your incisions. Like I said, I'm not gonna cut it all the way flush, just in case we had a little bit that needs to stretch back. But as I'm making my little hole, I'll leave a little extra and I'll show you what I mean. You see that, guys? That's about what you want to use. Appreciate the thumbs up, man. You guys keep hitting that like button to let people know that you like what we got going on here. If you look there, you can see how much space we want to leave for the cutout. You see that? That's what we want. That's what we want. Now I'm gonna do that for all the other pieces, and then we'll insert those things, and you guys can see the finished product.
I'm not sure this person's name, but someone says beautiful.
All right. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting us know we're doing great things here. All right. All right. So now we got our scrap and stuff out of the way. All the holes are cut. Now we just need to poke the holes for the little pegs to come through, and then we are wrapped. I'm gonna flip this thing over and show you guys what a beautiful job we have here. Hope my guy on the way to the top, Jermaine, I hope you're watching and you're excited as I am. I appreciate you guys for coming and checking us out. We're not done yet. Stay tuned. I'm gonna keep it coming. We're gonna wrap this thing and show you guys how the finished product is. So now, let me get my little flathead screwdriver because I'm gonna poke it with this. I got another little poke tool. Let me grab that real quick because I really want to use that. Here we go. Well, this one will work. So you guys, I got one of these, but it's actually straight. I got one of these, it's actually straight. Thought it was in that bucket, but it's not. But anyway, this one will work just fine. And we'll use that and we'll poke those holes right there. So let me show you what we're doing. So we just take it, and I'm holding the material on the back side, and we're just gonna poke it through.
Is there any particular reason why you're poking from the back?
Well, one, so I can see the hole. That's the first thing. And I want to show you guys, in case you're not experienced enough to know where it is on the front, it's best to do it from the back side so that way you know for sure. All you have to do is use your fingers on the back side, and you just poke in between your fingers like this. And I'm gonna use a flat head because this one right here, it's not long enough for me to, it's too wide for me to hit it. It's too wide right there, so I am gonna use my little flat head. This will work just fine. It's small and skinny enough. So if you look here, guys, you're gonna be able to see your hole, and you're gonna be able to poke it right through there, real nice and easy. Just go in there, pop it through. Just like that. Show you guys down here. You just take it, push it through, just like that. Very nice and easy. These are already done. Flip it on this side. Poke it through just like that, guys. All right, so all our holes are poked through, just like that, poked through. So now, let's put all our accessories back in. All our little clips and stuff, they'll pop right down in there just like that. Okay, that actually goes this way. Your own stuff and see how fun it is. This ain't work, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hanging out with you guys. I ain't working. I don't never come to work. I come up here to play. So you guys hanging out with me, we're enjoying ourselves. We're not working every day. We just doing what we love, you know what I'm saying? This ain't work. We having fun. We having fun. So look at that. This stuff is coming in together looking beautiful. I could rub on this thing all day. But one thing about it, this belongs to a friend of mine on the way to the top. So I want to make sure he gets his little project. Did we lose him there?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, guys. Dawn, they back on.
Okay.
All right. Thought I lost you guys there for a quick second. Maybe I gotta redo it. If you guys on the YouTube, if we're still on, drop something in the comments. Let me know if we're still there.
They can't see.
They can't see?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll get it. Just go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead and take it off and redo it for me. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna try to redo it real quick. You have to pause it or something and then start it over. Hit the X up there.